Hi guys, Harbs Narbs here. This video will be a relatively short video regarding a place called Sshamath. I am currently in the process of writing a big lore video, and so this is just in between that one. We hear about Sshamath when we speak to this dead Drow here within Joaquin's Rest.
Corpse regards you lifelessly.
Zayrin. From Sshamath, before the Absolute.
So, what is Sshamath? Well, according to Drizzt's Guide to the Underdark, Sshamath is unique among Drow cities. A city ruled by wizards, where the priestesses of Lolth are shunted into lesser roles. Once a traditional city of the Spider Queen, ruled by matron mothers in accordance with the way of Lolth, Sshamath evolved into the preeminent market in all Faerun for enchanted artifacts, spell tombs and other magical workings. Despite tales of artifacts and relics piled high to be sold for a relative pittance, only an elite roster of surface-dwelling wizards or merchants even knows of Sshamath's general location beneath the far hills some 30 miles south of Darkhold. Darkhold is situated here, so not too far from where we start in Baldur's Gate 3. Now, what's curious about Sshamath is that it is a Drow city not heavily influenced by Lolth, and perhaps why this Drow was taken in by the Absolute. Lolth is known to be incredibly jealous of other deities and outlaws worship of anyone else but her in the multitude of Drow cities in the Underdark. Lolth's lack of power is partly due to the amount of males that were born in the city. According to Drizzt's Guide to the Underdark, the following is true. Yet fate had already twisted Sshamath's future. In the 3 centuries before the Faer's collapse, Sshamath's matron mothers gave birth to an unusually large number of males. This imbalance led to the sizable expansion of the city's corps of skilled wizards and a corresponding decrease in the number of Lolth's priestesses. This is further expanded in the 2003 supplement titled The Underdark, where it says the following. A generation that included a great number of wizards and relatively few clerics grew into power. These 2 events led to a quick, bloody civil war that left all the matriarchs dead and the house wizards in control. Over time, the wizards' influence on society ushered schools of magic into prominence and the house system into irrelevance. Sshamath's houses still exist today, but a Drow's house is no more meaningful than his tailor. Perhaps noteworthy, but essentially unimportant. So, what could the city's relevance be to the game? Well, first off, according to Drizzt's Guide to the Underdark, the city lies directly next to something called the Netherese Caverns, and as we all know, the Netherese are mentioned a fair amount in Baldur's Gate 3.
You little shit! You didn't tell me it was Netherese!
His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around.
The following is said in Drizzt's Guide to the Underdark regarding these caverns. While the Netherese caverns have been looted, rich hidden tombs still exist. However, something evil haunts these ruins that has grown increasingly powerful in the centuries since its release. It preys upon all who dare to plunder the grottos of the dead. Now, we can also see that Sshamath is the home of the Dark Weavings Bazaar, which sells any magical object you could desire. It is described in the Underdark as this market on the cavern floor is similar to a surface bazaar with hundreds of different tents selling a theoretically infinite variety of items. Perhaps this is because of their close vicinity to the Netherese caverns. Now finally and most importantly, the city of Sshamath is ruled by the Conclave of Sshamath, which is an oligarchy of the 10 recognised schools of wizardry in the city. According to Drizzt's Guide to the Underdark, only the Conclave can certify new schools of wizardry, and when Drizzt's Guide to the Underdark was written in 1999 during 2nd edition, Shadowweave magic was not one of these recognised schools, although it did exist as we can see here. Proponents of other schools continue to seek sanction, but are largely stymied by the established schools. For example, the Master of Illusion and Phantasm blocks all membership efforts by the Veyron worshipping students of shadow magic. However, in the Underdark Supplement, which was written in 2003 during 3rd edition, we can see a change in the city, where Nerissa Vilshan, the leader of the School of the Shadowweave, is now described as an important character. The following is also written. Recently, a College of Shadow Adepts petitioned for inclusion in the Conclave, but each new addition to the Conclave weakens the other members' power, so all are loath to allow it on principle. Worse still, some Shadow Adepts revere Shar, and most Conclave members find their displays of religious faith in poor taste. However, the arcane power wielded by the Shadow Adepts is undeniable, and some among the Conclave would rather have the Shadow Weave wizards in sight than hidden from view. So, was this dead Drow part of this school, and is the Shadow Weave school growing in power within the city of Sshamath? Remember, in previous videos I've spoken about the Dead Three actually controlling Shar somehow, or certainly her Shadow Weave. Could these Drow be being tricked? Okay, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed some of the lore and theories in this video, then do please give me a like and subscribe. You'll be sure to enjoy the next longer video where I'll be talking about all sorts of weird and wonderful theories, some of which might be combined with some data mined content. Okay, see you next time. Bye!